stop streaming. Script. Start. There we go. Oh, yeah. Wow. That one was actually unintentional. I didn't mean to hit the cable record. The what? The what? The what? The what? What? What did you hit, brother? What are you hitting? Did you hit something? You hit your head against the pavement. No, not, not, not that. That? Just that? Wow. Also, anyway, the point is here we are. Good evening. Something funny is going to be the reality that the game that I have planned isn't going to run good, well, properly at all. Game capture. This one. What the fuck? Why is it not capturing? Brother? Good evening, brother. Black screen. What am I doing wrong, actually? I have to ask myself that every single day. And I wake up with the sudden realization that indeed I have always been doing something wrong, something that I was incapable of actually understanding. Not because it was something utterly impossible to get at all, but rather because it was in itself one of those many things that you will actually expect to be capable of just by thinking about it, instantaneously making sense of. But not this one, not this one. This one was, it's again one of those things that has you wondering about things. Why can't I display? What's the issue, brother? Why can't I capture this? Oh my god. So, Kino. Show cooldown. 1 second. What? Apply? Anyway. Why is it not capturing? Can somebody tell me? Can somebody give me a hand? For the love of God, why is it not capturing? I think the only good thing is we have working audio, so I'm happy with that. But we still we have no image. Why is it not capturing? What am I doing wrong? Adjust color. Show through. Support. Account hotkeys. Sound. Graphics. It isn't graphics. Borderless. Full screen. Apply. Apply. Did it change anything? It didn't change. Full screen. Apply. Apply. Now it is in full screen. Does it change anything? No, right? If I change scene rapidly, very rapidly, can you see anything? No, right? Am I doing something wrong? Also, why do I have a Realtek audio console? What? What? What is that coming from? What? What are you talking about? That machine that makes noise. That's me, actually. Yeah, accounts. What hotkeys? What graphics? Graphics. Windows. What if I play Windows? It didn't change. I understand. Exit game. Exit game. I understand what is the problem. That nothing actually is making it change. Also, I was like, we drop frames, but it is because of the internet. I was like, wow. Undecember actually making the PC crash. Luckily not. Play. Is this? How do you capture this game? Do you have to do display capture? That's like incredibly dangerous, brother. I don't know if I wanted to display capture. That's like playing with fire, you know? I think that's the only solution that exists for this conundrum, for this impossible to actually solve conundrum. Something, man, what do we do? What could be the solution if not that? Uh, 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 man, what do we do? How do we fix it? Capture a specific, any full screen. Any full screen application that could work, probably. Foreground window with hotkey. What? What are we talking about? This one. And if it doesn't capture, how do you make it capture? Normal. Wow. So, when it doesn't work. My favorite part of streaming is things not working. Settings. Graphics. It's window. It's window. It's not windowed. We act like it is windowed. It isn't windowed. Is the anti-cheat the problem here? Perhaps. I can see it being an issue. Also, yeah, why do I still have, like, you can't see anything now, right? Let me see. Yeah, you can't see anything for some random reason. Wow. So, Kino. This is it. This is the peak of life, basically. Window capture? Wouldn't it be easier to have, like, window capture? New. Display? No, not yet. Game. Select a window to capture. This. What? Why can't you see? What? What's going on? What? What's going on with this? You can't. What? Wait. For some random reason, I set it to what? What's going on? Settings, graphics, borderless. That's wow. Wow. We're gonna be waiting for a little bit. I guess I don't know. Any other solution? Full screen. Holy God. No. Okay. I realized I was trying to full screen it. Anyway. I have an idea. Display capture. Okay. Display this one. We do it like this. If I open the game, can you see that? You can't see that. You can't see the game even if I do display capture. I hate clunky video games, actually. I am giving up. We are not going to stream this. You can't stream slope even if you want to in this society. Okay. Happens, yes, I know. So irritating, actually. Crashing out today. Let me try to. Meanwhile, while I try to set another game, because actually you can't watch this one, I can try to narrate the gameplay. That's like bad. We don't do that here, so no. That one, no. What else if not that, brother? I don't know. I wasn't ready for that. I didn't think it wasn't going to work. Wow. I actually wasn't expecting it to not work at all. That was like an unexpected hook, something like that. Game. Let me see. Is this game present in? This game exists. I don't want to stream this. This is it. This is big content actually. In celebration, in celebration of violence. Let me open the game. Made with Unity. Kino game. The issue is this game probably is like incredibly new. No, I have to start from zero. No, I don't think it carried the save. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. So, wait, you're not seeing the game, and also there is no background noise. This and disable the display capture, game capture, this in celebration of violence. What's up with this? Why is nothing working today? What? Transition. If I transition, and now I open the game, can you see that? No, you can't. Wow. No, wait. You can. We have game. We have gameplay. We have it. Can you? Yeah. Can't you? Can you? Yes. Okay. We have it. We tracked the issue, and now we have it. It's almost there. Something else. What else? Something else? Probably something else. I don't know. Leave again anyway. I don't even remember how you play this game actually. Shut up. Options. Full screen. Vertical sync. Brother. Hate it. Anyway, the point is, this video game, how do you play this game? I don't actually remember. You have like a stuff. Controls, thank you. Options, character, map, notes. What? Discoveries, weapons, battering ram. No. Also, yeah, music. Is this like loud enough? Can we have it louder? Can we all deaf playing this video game? Probably. Slow motion, atmospheric particles. It will be good to have like a what? What? I need to calm down. It will be nice to have an FPS counter, and also mouse wheel up. You increase the speed. Ah, wait, it's true. This game, for some random reason, lets you alter the speed of the whole game. Like, I scroll down, and for some reason, the whole game lags. I scroll up, and now it doesn't lag anymore. I remember this full game. It's so funny. There are some aspects like you have to actually learn an entire map. It's horrible. Why is everything so hard to play? Why is there no easy thing to just open and play? Why is everything so much about... Wait, what the fuck? What did I do? Ah, the Q. With the Q, you have like the whole drop element. Nothing, drop weapon. Thank you. If you drop your weapon, what do you attack with? Ah, your punches. You pick up stuff with F. You also have like, this is the stamina bar. Wow. What else? What am I forgetting? I don't know. This is like a... That's a very just resource actually. You shouldn't use that. Control is the like bomb. I don't know. I don't know what's control, actually, I don't remember. It's alpha? What's alpha? Alpha 1? Yeah. Q. Radial menu. Control surge. That's what's that thing. This is surges. Surges. There we go. Finally, brother. Tutorial. So, this is open. No, select spells. I mean, do I have to actually narrate anything of this? You can see it by yourself. And you sprint. Wow, you sprint by holding that. First thing to do, let's change that control. I'm not going to sprint with my middle mouse. Sprint with X. You know what? Yeah, you don't do anything with X, so there we go. Now, Shift. Okay, this game has like parry mechanic. Yeah. Do I get hit? I get hit. You take damage? No. Okay, it only decreases your stamina. This is literally for practice. Okay. I know, yeah. It has mechanics, I don't know. The point is not the gameplay. The gameplay is just the excuse for us to be here. Space. Space is dodge, throw potion. You throw potions with C. Wow. Heal and recuperate with surge. Yeah. Just anyway. Point being, good evening. Now I want to actually try Undecember. Maybe the issue was that I wasn't focusing the app. Just like with this. Maybe. Who knows? Point being, this is like... Shut up. This is like... yeah, way too much of a complicated map. Can I try to hit the map? Probably. What happens if I draw out? Ah, everything stops, even the music. Also, I didn't activate desktop audio. My bad. Doesn't matter. Is it loud? Probably. Point being, what if we decrease this a little bit? Options. Like this much. Thank you. So, I don't know. This is gameplay. Yeah. The point is life is an interesting experience, I guess, something like that. That's what I actually was thinking about. It has been quite crazy lately. I don't know. The year is almost ending. We're almost done ourselves, so that's nice. Wow, I took damage. I need to look in. There we go. Thank you. And yeah, I don't know. So many things actually have been happening that I don't think in itself it's bad, that it's just you wouldn't have expected for things to get this drastic, something like that probably. It's like life moves at a different rate than what one would be capable of anticipating. The year is almost done. I don't know. It's again that time of the year in which you just look around. Personally, I guess unavoidably, most people end up with that whole, oh yeah, time to consider what has actually happened so far, what has been going on, what has been the point of all this struggling, what did we accomplish. I don't know, I don't think exactly it is about just that, but it's good anyways though. Have the capacity to look at things, to try and probably recapitulate onto everything that has went on, probably, yeah, that's the expression that went on so far, and also focus on what's next after that, unavoidably. It's to some degree. Not much actually happens always, but it's also good anyways to have the opportunity to... What the fuck? To look around. to consider what's next, what comes after this recent experiences, this world of adventures and such, and I don't know, all of those other things that accompany that experience of living is. Otherwise, it's not all that useful to actually never look around and never ask oneself what's next. I guess it's quite hard to actually feel like anything is worth in that sense if there is no recollection of the past, no consideration of any event whatsoever. Things go around, stuff happens always, but it's also more. I think it's a reasonable statement, no? More than anything else, it's about how we are capable of looking at things, what informs also the outcome of the events. And in that very same case, do not even try to get any consideration out of what is, what has been, such as. I wouldn't just describe it as disappointing, it's rather bad, let's say. And yeah, that's same thing here, for the sake of, and you know what? We have done a lot of stuff. Life has gone around, and we have gotten the benefit of existence and such. So, what's this much? What's next also after that, I guess? And all of those other similar considerations. Also, yeah, I don't know, this game particularly, I think it would be best described as a sort of that Souls inspired, probably, something like that. I don't know. I don't think unavoidably decent. It's more like a roguelike, very rough roguelike, but still a good one. And yeah, gameplay, I guess, I know. But continuing with what I was actually trying to say, and I don't know. As always, things happen, life goes on. And we are bound to keep on existing in this plane for as long as we keep ourselves around, I guess. In accordance with that, what has been an important event? I don't know, many things, to some degree, many things also happen. We are, I think this year, being honest, I think this year has been, to some degree, unavoidably one of those interesting one in terms of many other things are very close to happening. Much of life has not just become waiting in itself, but also the whole experience of seeing stuff go around, seeing stuff happen, and such. All of that is good. And in this year, I can say one, yeah, I guess the proper statement would be everybody can learn to appreciate that, yeah, despite what actually ended up happening or not, this was quite a nice time in many ways, and that is already good. Otherwise, I don't know, I think sadly we have a tendency to still not appreciate the stuff, but that has to do more than anything else with just human nature, I guess. Besides that, it's, I don't know, many conclusions are quite complicated to actually state in terms of, oh yeah, this is something that I know everybody else understands. something quite wonderful has been to see or to be in the realm of people who actually possesses an interest in, or yeah, it's not, let me say like this. We always have the possibility of interesting ourselves with the stuff, and sometimes, sadly, it happens that we don't look at anything that we actually possess an interest on, but rather, we just keep ourselves busy with other minor things that still capture our interest to some degree, but not truly to the utmost of our capacity. And we don't even try to consider such a thing in any level whatsoever, because it's simpler or faster to do that than to actually question or try to dedicate ourselves to anything of that other realm in which we actually have something that catches our attention. And in this case, I guess it's just funny to see that, yeah, I wouldn't say it as a new realization or a deep observation, it's just how things end up being. There are always many instances in which it just gets time and time again demonstrated that, yeah, we could get to live quite happily if we occupied ourselves with stuff that actually had us interested on discovering more things, on seeing more stuff, on getting to know and getting to be part of something that we actually care about and such. Otherwise, it's just not bad, but rather unavoidably. What? Here. What did that thing mean? Wait, what? Here? I don't understand. Anyways, I was saying. And yeah, I don't know. It's not about the year. It's more about the whole experience of the stuff. As always, it becomes quite an observable thing that, yeah, it is about doing something that we care about. Otherwise, it's not even worth doing, to some degree, anything, no? And reinforcing that same conviction is. Otherwise, not at all even bothering with things that don't fall under that. And just like that, learning to also capture the spirit, whatever it is that catches your interest, that could be potentially interesting for us. It always also, to some degree, it's an unavoidable observation, but it also is about the discovery of the first and foremost personal interest that comes. So I don't think it's quite possible to, I don't know, I have yet to fully solve it inside of myself, I guess. The whole idea of sometimes it's not so much about what we can see on others, in terms of, oh yeah, everybody has to find something that they care about, but rather the discovery inside of oneself and such, that the proper, or the in itself, the grasp of the idea, the obtenance of the knowledge, let's define it as such, through the personal experience of the event. Because not everything is in itself instantaneously obvious. Some things rather require that we, from a personal perspective, get to approach the concept, get to approach what is it that we're trying to, not just, oh yeah, we are talking about this thing, we are talking about that. No. It's, I wouldn't just keep it as a far deeper idea. It's just, yeah, some things will always be outside of our realm of comprehension as long as we don't approach them ourselves. And all of those things, in a more general sense, all of those can be fully understood once we get to them. And sometimes it sounds quite unavoidably, I guess, reductionist in a sense of, oh no, yeah, this is the only way in which things are ought to be, or the nature of the world gets to work and such, when that isn't obviously the case or necessarily the case. But it's, on the other hand, still the realization of, still, no matter how hard I want to get some stuff, or how much, let's say like this, how much I hear about something from outside, if that doesn't have anything to do with me, I will still have a way too difficult time actually comprehending what's being not just talked about. That's, yes, a correct observation, but what's actually the essence of the concept, let's say. Not trying to be difficult with words, but just how I think it gets to operate. If we don't actually possess an interest on things, and we don't actually find a way to make sense out of whatever it is that we're actually thinking about in the world, it won't become a possibility for us to ever reach a stage of, oh yeah, I actually want to do something related to this thing. And that's just, as always, the same, or pretty much a continuation of what I was saying before. We always require that degree of concentration, we always require that degree of interest, we always require something like that. But it's not just about the requirement, it's also about the, sadly, no matter how much we might want something, or we might have an interest on things, it also is about the wait a second, let me actually look in for a second. Can I not die, brother? I'm probably going to die. Yeah, I'm actually dead, no? Haha, not good. Oh my god. Oh my god, no. No. I'm there. I am there, actually. I failed. It's always 85% violence and killed so many enemies, 12 experience retained. So, but no. Okay, the point is the game works. That's the first thing that I was wanting to know, if it is going to work. Now I know it works. Give me a second. Actually, give me like a second. But yeah, we got somewhere. Anyway, I'm back. Good evening. We didn't drop any more frames, so that's actually nice. Also, there we go. I should probably upgrade this, no? I am a blacksmith, yeah. This is like the literally best character race. And I think, yeah, one of the many notes, mementos, no. Is it mementos? No, not actually. Count. It's something along the lines of. No. Here it is. I remember. This. It has achievements. And once you get to unlock many things and such, you get more meta progression. So it's more like a what's the word? I don't remember. Something along the lines of you get to actually discover, or you get to actually find out about incredibly useful things here. But yeah, anyway. Also, I'm pretty sure you suicide with this. And with this, you get a little bit of your life. And that's it. No more life to live. No war god, or I don't know. It's odd. TCM, I haven't actually said anything. As always, what matters is not so much the gameplay, so the concept of the game is about getting to kill gods. You begin literally in that village, that's like the main hub, and after that you have to go and kill gods. You slowly get strong enough so that you can fight one of the... I think it's not one of, there is like one main central deity that you have to try and kill. That's the one that matters the most. Anyway, point being. And yeah, I don't know. I wasn't a part of what matters most of more often than anything else is getting to have an interest on something. The whole description also of, and subtly, much of that doesn't just have to do with possessing an interest on stuff, but in itself also, when people says the famous line of, oh wow, no, what this thing only, you can only understand it if you have experienced that or similar. It's not so much about exactly that, but also the other aspect of sometimes. Also, wait a second, because I am going deaf. This one is fine actually, but the music is incredibly loud. There we go. The concept of doing something that matters, or that we can say we care about and such, that whole thing can be complicated. And that whole thing is part of life in a way. And I don't know, I think it's subtly a way to not just understandable, which it is, but also difficult to actually get when it comes to, oh no, yeah. There are also these many other things that we have to deal with that are related to our own life, to our own experience in existence, let's say. And all of that takes a lot of time. Takes a lot of dedication to actually make a reasonable sense out of something like that. Let's say like this. Suddenly, it happens that if something fantastical this world has to offer, it is the opportunity to make things be whatever you want them to be, and not just, oh yeah, this is the actual way in which things work and such. And this is the only correct way in which things work. and nothing else is the correct way. No. We get the fortune of making sense out of whatever we see by ourselves. The consequence of that, yeah, can be something bad in terms of maybe we can make a bad judgment about things. We can presume that we understand why things happen in a way when we don't, but it doesn't necessarily need to be something negative. What gets to be and not is not so much. I think that we should be concerning ourselves with when it doesn't need to be, but the reality is in itself, even if it isn't obligatorily a bad thing to make sense out of whatever, we can still misjudge, and it's quite crazy to see that, yeah, any of those same realizations that we have don't, not that just not matter, more along the lines of we believe something and what we end up believing is wrong, but nobody has the need to inform us about that. And sometimes, yeah, it's a pretty repeated argument to some degree. It's not like, oh wow, I am saying something absolutely new here, but it is still the idea of, and I don't know, I get that we have to discover what matters for us by ourselves. We have to find something that we actually want to do for ourselves, by ourselves, through our own actions, and what's not, but sometimes it's quite crazy to see that we could more openly talk about such things, how people find what they like, how somebody gets to define what they have a passion for example, no? It can be a discussion that we can have, yet it doesn't get to ever reach that point in many cases. Anyways. Also, what the hell is going on? Why, out of nowhere, so many enemies appeared? Okay, anyway, I was trying to say, and yeah, despite that cool, oh yeah, no, but we could talk about things far more frequently or far more seriously and get to share with one another what we think are the lessons to learn from life, which doesn't necessarily happen and doesn't require to be the new common event anyways. Despite all of that, there are still some other layers to existence in itself. It's also, I think it's an understandable idea. Sometimes, even if we don't get to fully make sense out of stuff and what's not, we can still find ourselves discussing, find ourselves interested in whatever it is, and the way in which we have so much lost all desire to. It's not discussion, it's more along the lines of just the possibility to talk about stuff, the capacity to have a conversation about things. That's what's missing, and that's the strange thing to see lacking so much, because it doesn't need to be like that. It's the issue of, yeah, we are always trying to find out more about this and that and discovering what might matter to us and such, yet still have such a hard time sometimes properly discussing, discovering, getting to actually do anything that not only matters but also keeps us active in a way. And that's the central thing. And I already said the possibility of also discussing all of that is lacking too. But anyway, this is in relation to the year in retrospect and whatnot. What comes out of this whole discussion? What's the concept that I am trying to reach? That sometimes, I don't know, it's like sometimes, no matter what happens, no matter what goes on and such, and no matter, I don't know, I think it's, yeah, to some degree, having the interest to say something crazy enough. But yeah, it also is about the whole aspect of, and I don't know, having reached something of that sort oneself, no? Having finally reached states in which one can define that they possess an interest, an admiration, or a thing that they can focus on, and whatnot, can lead to the admission of. I think it isn't that difficult always. It doesn't need to be. Or it gets described as such more often than what it actually has to, for some reason, but it isn't always so hard to reach any of that. And yeah, in addition, there is this whole aspect of also, luckily enough, we get to, let's say like this, you discover what you like, and it becomes far more easy to actually dedicate yourself to that. And that happens to anybody. It's not a personal experience or a thing that only I get to have and whatnot. No. I think that anybody would actually get to, after defining for themselves what they like, say that, yeah, I can dedicate myself to it. It's not so hard, it's not so... Can I kill this? Is this enemy going to kill me? Almost, actually. Anyway. Point being, I don't know, it's... Wow. I need to hear. There are traps. Wow. Also, isn't this like an enemy? Yeah. This is an enemy, actually. How much? What the fuck? Can I stop you? Is this like a mini boss fight? I never saw this guy actually in my whole existence. What the hell is this guy? Is this like an incarnation of a god or something? What's up with this? At least the fighting system is like incredibly basic. Wow! That was so much damage actually, wow. That wasn't good at all. Oh well. I can die. Yeah. Can I get some information on what the hell am I supposed to do to not die? Wow. Nah, this one is lost actually. Yeah. One day we will actually learn. Wait. Submit to the most basic form of coercion? So true. But no, let me, despite the 1,000 times that it will take to actually get anywhere. Oh, Tara, do you even remember how to walk, how to fight? Do you remember anything? No, probably not. But young under poisonable, increased poison resistance. So good. Also, this thing is like, the spawning area is full of enemies that you can actually not just kill, but also towers, this stuff that gets you rewards and such. And things that let you get stronger before you actually delve anywhere. The point is to find them and to make use of them. The issues also. I am not going anywhere that much because I don't remember it myself. There are some areas in which there are literal enemies that can almost insta-kill you inside of here. That's the funniest thing also. So it's kinda bad to venture that far out anywhere. But anyway, as I have been saying, this is not so much about the gameplay. Anyway. Also, the whole PC lags, or is it probably just the engine that it uses? I don't know. That lags. That's that much I know. Something lags. Fuck. Screaming an enemy. Wow. And something that is how do you reach him? Energy faster actually. Wow. It what? It died anyway. Whatever, I guess. Do you only recover health there? Is that the only reason as to why that exists? A shrine to the goddess of life, who? Song. Thank you. Ah, yeah, you can also destroy the shrines. Probably, I'm going to refrain from doing so. So far, it's like a bad idea. You sort of force battles, but at the same time it's not so useful to force any battle whatsoever, because the enemies are incredibly hard to kill when they come from those shrines. Whatever. Also, that's for like +1 on the weapon, that's good. But being incredibly focused might be bad, you know? Can you die? Thank you. You poisoned me? Wow. I don't know. Point being, let's say anything that I have been trying to say is, yeah, you get to have stuff that you care about, you get to discover what you want, you get to do things that matter for you, you get to do this and that, and all of that makes you happy, and all of that happens, and what the fuck? And not just that it happens in general, but also a sense of, you see it happen on other people, you see it happen on a more... Can I stop being hit by these crows so much? Thank you. Thank you. Oh, brother. Once you get to do that yourself, once you get to have something that you like, as I was trying to say, and this year is just the consolidation of such discovery, most people, I think, I wouldn't say that, I wouldn't describe it as, oh yeah, unavoidably, you cannot ever learn what else you like. It's more about subtly. The norm is you find something that you might like, and that's everything that you do with the rest of existence at some point. I guess, I don't actually know why. I guess the tradition is to hear people say, oh no, you cannot dedicate yourself to so many things. It's negative for you to have your time split between so many interests of yours, even if they are, so to speak, valid interests. It's not about the quality of the interest that you have, it's more about the understandable, as I don't know if it is all that understandable, it's just the reality of, yeah, I have this thing that I care about, but it requires time, and if I dedicate myself to not only that, but maybe to many things, I can not accomplish as much as I could if I only did one or two things, for example. And that's to some degree, as I was saying, that's the common occurrence for everyone. Everyone gets to realize that, yeah, I have to focus on something, but that's a part of being. And that's an unavoidable aspect of being, so to speak. It's embedded on life itself, that, yeah, you will try to have something that you like, and you will find out that actually it takes time to be good at that, or to get to do something that matters for you in a meaningful way. It's not just about what you like, but also how you make it work after what you like exists. And that whole aspect is always like that, but in this case it's also not only that it exists, not only that it is like that, but also, yeah, we have to discover, we have to work on all of those parts, and it's nice to actually use time on that. Unavoidably, the logical conclusion is, yeah, it's necessary to do that. For some reason, we seem quite incapable of actually speaking out the world in such a way in cases. It's like, oh no, I shouldn't be so forward, so openly interested in anything. I shouldn't be so dedicated to stuff or something like that. Not because it actually makes sense, but for some other more obscure reason, like, oh no, I shouldn't do make fun of my passion if I disclose that I actually am interested in this thing. Again, that's the nature of stuff. But we make it look like it is the worst, and when that happens, we might as well get in incredibly, not just negative, but the damaging aspects of being and existence for ourselves. Also, is this enemy guaranteed to appear now, or what? Wow, I missed the parry. Wow, I missed 2 times in a row. Wow, I missed 3 times in a row. I probably want to die again. You need to just look in for this simple guy. I cannot believe it. Wait, there we go. 1. And I miss. And I was saying, yeah, you discover that, you do something that you like, you participate in something that keeps you interested, you partake in the world, in the nature of being, and whatnot. And that's an understandable experience. We can make it look like it's not such a reasonable thing to do, or some complicated or more obscure mode of existence that doesn't actually make us any better or that doesn't give us any actual benefit. And once that gets to happen repeatedly enough, it could actually be believed that yeah, it's better to have anything like that, but it isn't just about oh yeah, this year, me, nothing else. It also is about, and that happens in general. That's good to see happen when others get to define what they like. You have finally a more, I guess, how do you actually define it? It's not a more correct. It's along the lines of a more real opportunity to know if your existence or your to some degree it's way too cold to just define it as oh yeah, associating with somebody now is more understandable because I actually know if what they do is something that I like or not. It's also about the aspect of, and we are getting to truly, actually, properly share, and we're actually getting to chaos. What the fuck? What the fuck is going on with this girl? Does this guy make you schizophrenic? What the fuck? What? What? Does he hate you? He kinda hates you, no? He kinda makes you go crazy. Wow. Whatever. No, I didn't parry it. I did, I think. Not exactly when it wanted me to parry, so it didn't actually count. But anyway. What? Drops? Yeah. I actually knew that there were drops, and I still stood there. So weird sometimes. I'm amazed by my own skill. Also, something that I don't know if I actually like it. This game has like an incredibly amazing characteristic, and that is you have items. You have no idea what to do because you need to discover them for some reason. The passive items do something so I don't know. Every ideal go crit mice when a large ball I see my whenever more my I may a massacre Mike fleeing enter a spell my search anyway. We don't need to actually know what's going on sometimes. It's not an obligation to know. Also, yeah, you have a hammer. With the hammer you can destroy stuff, do you know? Who would have expected? With the hammer you can break things. Wow. You can break things. That's good. This is I think an active. Which we're not going to take. Also with it here. Yeah. We get like wow! So mean. Anyway, I guess, I don't know, I think I probably should move on. I have still this area to go to. It's like incredibly difficult to finish the whole map or to explore the whole area and not leave something behind. I think it's part of the game experience to leave stuff behind. You learn that it's not so much of an obligation to do literally everything. It's more about sometimes, yeah, you do what you can, and that's good enough. But it's complicated to accept that fate, and I guess it's the whole nature of even more with this kind of game. You can't just give up. Say, no, yeah, you know what? I'm not going to try. Even more because you never know what you're going to leave behind. This whole, particularly this game, I have played enough of it to know that sometimes it's better to waste 5 more minutes exploring everything rather than to just escape or give up on it because you might not find anything. Maybe you do find something, and maybe it is actually completely worth it to stay behind and to finish the whole area and whatnot. Also, can you destroy this? I never tried that. No. This gives you like electricity, energy, electric damage, something like that on your own weapon. But something that the game doesn't tell you, electricity also harms you when you use it, so we're not going to use it actually. Now I really explore the whole map now. I'm actually kinda interested in seeing what happens if I go and destroy the thing that I left there. Wow, hit yourself? You're so clever. Wow. Wow. Anyway, point being, I was trying to say, the last thing I actually remember that I said was like 5 minutes ago when I was fighting the mini-boss, probably. Nothing at all happened? Wow. So good, actually. Am I missing something here? There was like a tremble. Probably something actually has happened. I think it's... I hope it wasn't actually a boss or something like that. Anyway, continuing. Yeah. The whole aspect of when you discover that what you want is something that you can actually dedicate yourself to, the commitment to that thing, the personal experiences, yeah. Finally one gets to have something like that, finally it becomes far easier, far more easily achievable to do something with life and such, once you get something like that, I don't know. And I think the only issue is still to getting to make full sense, so to speak, out of stuff like, and sometimes it's not so much about what we see or what we experience, but also about the whole prospect of, but can we actually accept whatever it is that we think about, or whatever it is that we say we have understood about this part of reality, this aspect of the world and such? More than anything else, because to a certain degree it's sort of unavoidable that, yeah, there are going to be things that are going to be part of our time, that are going to have us not worried, just occupy our existence and such. And getting to see that, getting to play with all of that, getting to partake in that is surprisingly more difficult than what sometimes we can actually admit. And that's when it feels, I would say, bad. Yeah, I don't think it's bad to actually admit that it is hard to have something like that and commit to it and be capable of always sticking to it more than anything else. Because it would be fantastical if it didn't take any I wouldn't say pressure. If it didn't take any energy at all to admit that, yeah, I want this or I'm dedicated in that. My life can revolve around this or that. But it doesn't happen naturally. Or not naturally, I guess well... Swamp. Wow. Also, yeah. With that thing... what is that thing? Great question. That thing being the... key. A rusted key that was here. That thing. You open like a secret level? Something like that? Like an intersection level. A middle. A hidden. A bonus level. Yeah, that's the proper word for that. Wow. And why does that matter? Because the bonus level actually is nice. It's incredibly nice, I would even say. Wow. It's so hard to fight sometimes. Anyway. Also, misclick. Doesn't matter. These things. They are incredibly dangerous. And this one in particular, I think is... yeah, that one moves. Those are like statues that instantaneously move the moment in which you stop looking at them. So, you need to be always looking at them. That one, no. That one is not bad. And this one? No, this one also isn't bad. Can I kill it? Wow. I don't know if there is a way to kill the enemy. I would hope so, but I don't actually know. Can you stop hitting me, brother? Yeah, I think the easy solution is just get out of range. Out of their vision range. They have like a broke area, let's say. Let's describe it as such. And yeah, once you get out of that, you can actually pretty easily solve the puzzle of how to do it. Not at all crying angels. Weeping angels. Also, that was one of them, I think. It died. It literally died. No. They all act like that. For some reason, they don't get destroyed even if they are statues, they die. Okay. Happens, I guess. Also, is that one a statue? Probably. Wouldn't be surprised. Wow! So good at PvP, that guy. How much health does this guy have? Finally. No, you're not here, thank God. Ice beam, summon blade flies. Raise tail. And now we have a skill. Also, that was the same sound as an alert from... I don't know when I picked up a potion. Options. Controls. How do you use magic? Cast spell with R. Okay. What did I summon? This guy. This guy now fights for me, no? Yeah. And I think what I want to try to do is... I don't know, I think it's probably going to be a suicide to take this guy to the other statue, no? Probably. Also here. Is there anything important here? What? Increased electricity resistance. Okay. Bone saw. What the? Huh. Yeah, there are these things that you have to, for some reason, let up. I never used them. I probably never will, also. What's that noise? That thing over there taking damage for some random reason is the noise. Leech. There is more blood here than I could ever need. What do I do with the blood? What's the point of the blood part? Hello? Do you not see me? Are you blind? What the? I triggered something. Hello? Can you come here, please? Do you want to come here? There we go. Wow! They're actually incredibly difficult to fight. It's like a fucking messenger noise. The fuck it is? Hello? No. I hate these guys so much. I have yet to learn how you fight against them, actually. Okay. How many arrows do they get to have? That's kinda illegal. I don't know. Maybe I'm just crying. Maybe I am. In the end, just a crybaby, who knows? Also, I'm at 99 stone already. And yeah, 99 is the limit. It's so good. This game is so good. But no, point being. What? What? This? Ah. This. Anyway. There are the spiders down here, yeah? Which is kinda complicated, I will say. Probably, first and foremost. Because I don't know, I don't think I can fight them properly. Not yet, at least. Hello? Can you... yeah. Can you come? Hello, brother? Bro... There. There we go. Oh my god, no, there are so many enemies. This is like... me, I'm probably going to die here. Have an idea. Take this. So good. More copper roll. Thank you. I don't know if I need... Wow. Calm down. What the fuck is this? And also, why do I keep hearing that? Ah, I know what this is. What is that? Okay. It's thematic recharging. That's what's making noise. Happens. I'm missing something, please. Do I have to touch it? No, I have to try and destroy it? I don't think that's the solution. Also, this is going to burn the web? Yeah. No! It's not. Well, anyway. Whatever you say, my brother. I believe in you so much. 100% blindly trust you and your judgment, actually. What? Are they going to die? Like that? Yeah. No? No? I do have to fight, actually. I have to actually fight? Oh my god. Wait. Calm the fuck down, bro. Ground! Ah! This is... Why is everything so hard out of nowhere? This game is unfair. Is this game about fairness? Probably not. Wow! Wait, can you hide? Yes, thank you. Anyway. Also, a funny thing. You get a magic, and because you have magic now, you can't ever again gain rocks until you refill your magic. It's so good. It's my favorite part about this game is the fairness with which it treats every single aspect of itself. Wow. Well, what the fuck is that? That's a passive. I know that much. Wow! Wow! Ah, my god, I'm dead. Also, can I run? Can you let me run, brother? I don't want to die here. Also, wait. I can't increase or decrease speed when I am in battle. Why do I have that option otherwise? What's the point of that? To get laughed at by the developer or what? Why does that exist if I can't make use of it? What was the point, actually? Wait, can you get igniter again? Yeah. Can you die from ignition? No? That's what I'm trying to know. Don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me. I'm going to die anyways, because I got hit by a spider. Oh. You're going to die. I'm probably dead anyways, I mean, there is literally no way for me to survive out of this. Unless... No, yeah. There is a way in which you survive, and that is, you find something that lets you heal. Do I have that? No. So, I sadly can't escape. This is... Rap chest to finish it off with a fucking... What a wonderful existence. Life is good, actually. Life is so good sometimes. Probably this game makes me incredibly mad sometimes. No, not sometimes. Most of the time, actually. I hate it. It has no description of anything. It guides you as little as it can. Why do I keep playing? Someday I'm going to finish it. Is that the new objective? If I get to play, if I start to play this on stream, I will not finish it, and I will probably go fucking crazy if I try to do that. That's going to kill me, actually. I don't know. Anyway. We'll more about it. Thank you very much. Whatsoever. Moving on. Also, no, wait. How much time have we been here? I'm trying to not rage quit, but yeah, it's kinda hard to not do that when this game is incredibly fair like this. Maximum stamina, yeah. But no, okay. Trying to finish my thought. Trying to finish what I was saying before I actually got yet again distracted by the gameplay. One of the funniest things, I want to say exactly it is funny, it is just the reality of the stuff, to some degree, that happens is, yeah, and my point was, in life, you discover things that get you interested in existence and such, and something quite funny that comes with that is also the realization of, yeah, sadly enough, not everybody gets the, I don't know if it is a fair statement actually to boil it down to, oh yeah, the capacity. I think let's say like this. Let's define it like this. We can far more easily discover what we like if we get not just to work on it. To work on it is a way too basic definition. It's more along the lines of, oh, I even knew that it was going to happen. What the fuck? What? Can I not die by fucking slimes? It's a slime. Anyway. Why is enemy so hard happens? Am I going to die by slimes? I have a companion just to get it killed by a slime? Probably. Oh. But no, point was, life is so great. Sometimes you cannot appreciate what's the most important thing, even if it is in front of you, because everything else clouds your judgment, everything else seems like a far more superior thing. It never is about the most superior or the lesser superior thing, it's just about detecting something that we can say is good, we can dedicate ourselves to, and sticking to that. And it's hard, brother, you don't get it. Everything else calls you, everything else invokes your interest. The whole world offers itself to you, and you have to define yourself just for one thing. Not because you're an obstinate creature that wants to do so, but rather due to the simple nature of, yeah, I want to at least do something that I like. And in that act itself, everything else feels far more complicated. Maybe than what it actually needs to be, yeah, maybe. Maybe such is nature that we make it look like everything is far more difficult than what in essence things are. That's the, I guess, the mental reality of the world. Sometimes we get lost in our own thoughts, we get lost in our own vision, we get lost in whatever is only of us, only a composite of our own life. And when that happens, when that comes to be, we suffer unavoidably. Suffering is a consequence of most of life, but it doesn't need to be. It's not like, oh no, yeah. And because I live, I must suffer. It's the way in which we surrender ourselves to such a nature of existence and such a mode of being, an acceptance of the worst and nothing else than that. Because to aspire to have something greater than suffering is to relinquish the capacities of our own, the realization that if I say that not everything is bad, maybe some other things will have to follow that same realization. And maybe if that happens, I'm not going to be as happy anymore. And maybe if that truly gets to be my reality, I will suffer far more than what I can ever desire. And now, trying to make a little bit more sense, despite that happening, I don't know, I like being around, I like doing stuff, and if not always, it's easy to do something that instantaneously feels good, or, yeah, not everything is instantaneously rewarding in itself, you know, and that's fine. Many of the other aspects of life is also about discovering what gets to be important, but in that longer run. That whole aspect is also quite funny. I think boiling it down to just a realization is hard, or is unfair. The commitment to those longer projects ends up being quite rewarding. The issue is, yeah, in many cases it feels like it doesn't happen that much anywhere. In essence, let's say like this, in essence, the concept of doing something that feels good is understandable, but the sad reality is, yeah, not everyone is actually involved in anything in the long run. Or not, let's say like this, people could be far more invested into stuff than what they actually get to be, and that's hard because sometimes with time you get to see something funny, and that is it isn't so much about the essence of the world and the complications that we impose onto stuff ourselves and such. Sometimes it's a little bit more simpler than that, and that makes it nicer. And that still is not in itself completely... Wait, is this streaming to be here? That was the whole reward, brother? Bruh. Also, how do you traverse this area? Ah, you spam some. Wow, thank you so much. Thank you so much. But anyway, continue. And I don't know, I think it's the nature of the world to see so much of that happen. You have to learn to live with that. It's hard. It's easy to say, oh no, yeah. I can see what I like and that's it. Nothing else to actually worry about, but I don't know. You don't expect to see people having such a hard time with something that otherwise could be far more simpler. In essence, it's not so complicated. When doing stuff like that, you find out that, yeah, it's not so tiresome, not so consuming, not so... I don't know. Because we can describe it as such, and it doesn't need far more description than that, but otherwise it can happen that, yeah, you see somebody, you hear somebody speak, and you find out that they truly believe having a passion is bad. And I don't know, it's surprising to get to such points. No matter how much we make ourselves believe that we have reached points of development, that we have advanced as a society or whatever. This is still quite disheartening to find out that, yeah, we don't always get to live in harmony with things. When we found out that stuff like that can happen, when we find out that, yeah, the world is quite hard to survive in. And that is, I'm not saying, oh no, this is the worst, because this happens, now everything is bad. That's part of life, yeah. Learning to not get so destroyed by such a realization or such a discovery is also part of being, but still, when you see that happen so much, it's quite crazy. You wouldn't expect people to be so incapable of admitting that they like something or that they possess interest in something, you know? You wouldn't believe that people will be so unwilling to ever speak out what keeps them going and such. And the world in which we live, the world that allows for such things, is quite an entertaining one. To some degree it's still entertaining, but at the same time it also is quite hard anyways to be at ease with all of that. Just because we are not suffering so much, it doesn't make it at all not be bad. The whole easy concept of not because I am not suffering, nobody else suffers, and that makes it an instantaneously wonderful thing or something like that. It's quite more disheartening to reduce it to such, you know? It's quite more negative, actually. And I don't know. Yeah, getting to share things with others is good, getting to share experiences with others is nice. Even if not always we get to do so, even if not always we are trying even to do so. It's understandable. We live in a world in which that is the normal most. But still, from a personal perspective, yeah, Getting to see, getting to do something that feels good can be good. I mean, many things can be good. It doesn't mean much after that, actually, but it can be good. Who knows? Also, how do I actually? Okay, true. Now I finally have a wider weapon than. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Point being. And yeah, I don't know. I still like being around. I still like stuff, but it is quite disheartening to see how hard we make it look like, how complex things become when we try to talk about them. Sometimes it's complicated, at the least. And I don't know. On the other hand, yeah, it is still quite funny to see, to participate in something that can feel or can have a part of it. What happened? Charming mask. I didn't actually mean to do that. Anyway, I didn't actually mean to do that at all. I'm so good at this game. Whatever. This spoiled meat. So true, Humphrey. Ah, dear God. Sometimes I'm so good at video games, it amazes me. Also, you know, trying to actually go back into what I was saying, it is nice, you know, you find things that move you, that keep you interested, that keep you going, that keep you focused, and that's nice enough. Yeah, in the other hand, it is still bad to see people not having the whole capacity to find something like that themselves. But sometimes, in some cases, it's not so necessary to try to find the comforting factor in what others do or not do with their own existence, because it isn't so much bound to the rest. Yeah, we are a part of a bigger thing ourselves always. It's life, what we're talking about. It makes sense that we try to be part of something else. It's quite unrealistic to say that we are not, no? But at least on the singular level, it's good to have something. And that's, I wouldn't say the best, but that's already something that gets to fill that gap that otherwise could be filled. And getting to continue to do that, getting to continue working towards those goals, those objectives is a nice sentiment. And I guess, yeah, in the end, unavoidably, I already sort of mentioned that it doesn't exactly mean that it is fully good or the best to never acknowledge the reality of others, but at the very least, having something like that on oneself makes the whole rest far more doable, so to speak. And I don't know, I don't think everybody has to find themselves also wait. I'm trying to find one, okay, game mechanic moment. This game has something funny where if you run very fast for some reason, you like a different attack. Okay, when you, I can get it. Give me a second, give me a second. I have it mastered. Yeah, when you release the beer dust behind your steps, you're ready to go. Wow! I instantly got parried! So can I not die? Oh wow, I'm going to die. Most probably, actually. Most probably everybody's going to die here, no? Why did everything get burned? What's going on, brother? This is like the worst outcome possible, no? This is horrible. What's going on? Bruh. I hate this actually. Wow, it meant nothing. All of that suffering meant nothing. I am going to die, no? Let me do it like this. I'm going to die anyways. No. Okay, I'm back. I calmed myself down. We're not rage quitting. I didn't end stream, did I? Yeah, I didn't. I was like, fucking god. But anyway, I am a martyr. No, I'm not a martyr. I am a fucking I cannot win. You can never win in this game. Anyway. Politically, anyway. Also, wait. I say, you have words in this game, yeah? You're like, the chakram is like the best weapon probably to start. I think it will be incredibly good to get everything ready to have this. Then start a run with that. Probably with that I can win. I don't think so. I'm saying probably as if I have any actual gamer capacity. I don't yeah. You know what? We're going to do it anyways. We're going to try yet again. And this guy is incredibly funny anyways. Also, yeah, something that I never explained. Aggression is damage. That's the whole formula here. And why no more sacrifices to the... How do you get this? Inspect. Can I inspect it? Here. Shrine to Veil, the god of death. You know, this guy is incredibly, you know. I cannot see the bottom. It could lead straight to Veil for all I can tell. Probably? I don't know what happens. I don't know. Okay, not that what happens. I know that if you throw yourself there, you die. That's all that I know. Also, why am I not regenerating any stamina? I backed again? Why do you have infinite stamina? Did I back to him? What's going on, brother? What's going on? Did I break the game actually? I broke the game, no? The game is broken, no? Let's do something easy. Let me advance to the next area. Also wait, because we got like achievements. What was it? Kira, a mutually assured death. No. To the death. No. What? There was... Which one was it? The war, Duro, no. Cold Snap, no. Smithy, holy god. I have to visit the Steam library. Let me see. What did we get? Murderer and recovering amnesiac. None of them are here actually, so it doesn't matter whatsoever. Okay, not every achievement gives you anything then. Shut the fuck up. There we go, I just had to hit something, kill someone, and that's it. So, I was going to try to destroy a shrine to see what would happen. I think it's like an incredibly bad idea, no? Probably. And what I remember from here is there is like a boss here in this area that you can summon or something like that. I think it is. You destroy this thing. You hit this. What? Why would you do that? What do you actually use that for? I know that you hit this. This gives you tea leaf. Wow. For what? What? I love how enigmatic these games end up being. Here. You have something here. An X, literally. An X that doesn't matter? So good. This game has one mechanic that it could utilize and it doesn't matter at all. Thank you. Anyway, we're probably going to find one of the guys that instantly kills you. Here, no? Not here. I think that there goes a god that I haven't met or something like that. I'm pretty sure. The fuck is this game? Watch this. This is the game. I can open this. I have a hammer. Yeah, I have a hammer. Oh my god. Can I open this? Better? What the fuck are you talking about? Why will I play some... No. What do you mean something better? You don't even know what the fuck this game is about. How can you say that, brother? Can I get through this? Alright. Is there a way for me to get there? No. Can I dig? Wow! Spider. How do you actually get through that? Do you need more damage? What do you need? Wait, I have an idea, You run through? No. You can't. What I know is that the cyst, that gives you like a buff. But you can get to that area for some reason. I love enigmatic games that don't explain anything to you. Okay, I'm pretty sure. I said, there are enemies that almost... They're not insta-kill, but they're like incredibly dangerous. Probably you can kill them, probably. I'm not good enough at this game to actually kill one of them. Yeah, this guy has even an enchanted weapon. That guy there. Can I do something with that guy? Drop weapon, drop equipment, open map. Wait, what? Why do I have that there? Halt allies, Skal allies, they drop. Inspect. Hasael Terrible Horror. So true. Is this anything? No. Also, this isn't anything. Also, sorry, yeah, welcome, Vita. I am. We are learning to play this game together. It's a wonderful experience. I hope you're doing well, Vita. Sorry, you don't hear me? Don't worry, it's fine. What the fuck is this? It doesn't matter. I was saying, I don't know, probably you didn't hear anything at all. I was like, this. Wow. We are too late? Thousandfold. Please, traveler, please, they will destroy us. What do you want? Most call me mad, but you believe me, right? There are so few I can ask for help. The faces, thousands of them. They haunt me. What is this guy talking about? Can you follow me, bro? Follow me. Wow. Oh, I know that enemy. I know that guy. I know that one is incredibly dangerous, actually. I'm not going to approach that guy. I'm not going to approach that guy. I say it. I know that there are things that are like incredibly dangerous somewhere. And I'm not going to actually touch any of them. Also, there are like some weird puzzles. I don't know if they are puzzles. They are something. Coward? Brother, buy the game for yourself and fight them. I'm not going to kill myself just to show you what it looks like to get killed by an immortal being. Also, fire? Is this the firewall department? No? What the fuck is this? No, wait, this is something. What? You have internet on your PC? It's over. No! You can't not click this, I guess. No. It's insta-kill. Okay. What a fair video game. I love it when the video game is cryptic and you can't understand anything whatsoever. It is. Why do I water? It's better to jump off. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Are you having a schizophrenic episode with them? No, sorry. I am in that. We love you. Is this a roguelike? Yeah. This is. Why do I open the menu up here? This is a roguelite. Roguelite. A rogue elite. Can I destroy this? I can't. What the fuck is this then? I can destroy this one. I can. Crystal! My favorite. Cocaine. Cocaine. But no, it's what? A rogue? Like one of those in which you get like meta progression. Let me find it. Give me a second. I'm trying to traverse the water, which makes you move like 70% slower. Horrible game design. But now that we're here, I can also show you this. I said that there are some areas that are like impossible to traverse because they are insta-kill. Okay. This wall you can destroy because it's not meant to be destroyed, but you get over there. Here. You do literally this. Wow, and you end up here, which is the inside of this area. And what happens here is you see this. These arrows are also insta-kill. I think probably if you get something like a shield, you can avoid it. Probably. I don't think it's worth trying. Also, Do you? Yeah, do it, Vita. It's good to have you around. Not going to lie. I don't know. I mean, probably trying to not be overwhelming anymore. Sometime we should play something. Now, yeah. I haven't actually said good night. No, good night, Vita. But no, wait. Let me finish. Let me finish my idea. We should play something. We should play League. Probably. I don't know if League. Something. Something that I would be seeing now. You know, something. But yeah, good night. Sorry. No, yeah. This is what I was talking about. Meta progression. Wow. Finally done. Careful. It is a little hot. Huh? You have internet? You don't have internet in general. I mean, I thought that you meant like you don't have internet right now, you know? That's what I understood. You said I don't have internet. I assumed that you meant now, not for the rest of your life, you know? Yeah, I understand. I thank you for your explanation, Vita. I can do. You have been without internet since the September? What? What the fuck happened? That's like incredibly horrible, actually. I don't know. Is it horrible? I don't know if it is horrible. To be disconnected is like quite crazy, probably. But yeah. One day in which you decide to get internet, and the day in which you get internet, and something like that. That would be a great day. That day we will do something, bro. Also, I don't know. I keep saying that it's at some point I actually feel bad for saying it way too much, but it's slow in setting internet outside the city. What? Ah, yeah. Now I get it. Yeah. Happens way too much, actually. I mean, in any place in which isn't a main city, they are incredibly slow, so it's fine. I don't know, pester them some more, you know? Hit them with, can you, brother, can you work? And also, this is mean to say, but for your own sake. Wow! And they became invincible? No, invisible. I was trying to say, sorry. That yeah, something also funny that happens is you shouldn't get startling. It feels incredible. Hustling them? Hustling? Hustle? What? Hustle? What? What are you talking about? It's just pester them. Pester them until they finally do what they need to do. No? Also, is this a spawn point? What the fuck is going on here? Hustling is like, oh yeah, I'm gonna gain. Goodbye, you're crying? It's fine, it's fine. How good night, Vita, sorry. You already say good night. It's me just keeping you here, sorry. I love you. Have a wonderful night, evening, rest of your day. Whatever. And yeah, they probably don't get too drunk. That would be my recommendation. For no apparent reason whatsoever. Kind of fucking god. Can you die? Thank you. There we go. But no. I have been trying to say something for the last 5 seconds. Nah. I could have. Oh my god. I hate this sim sometimes. It's so incredibly undescriptive. Let me see. Can you come here? Oh my god! Yeah. This thing increases damage. Cursed hammer. Now it's cursed. What does a cursed do? Weapon damage. No. Weapon power. Doesn't matter. Neither of them matter. Come here, Oliver. Follow me. Yeah, it consumes life to work. That's the issue. And that's not a tiny issue because it can actually take a lot of health. It takes 1 health every single hit. It can actually, like, literally kill you. I might have actually fucked up the run, but probably taking into consideration that I don't have any other weapon. Okay. It does more damage. Wow. Oh, worth it now. What I want to do is, I didn't show anything so far, and I noted that if you feel these things, the ritual gets completed and something happens. What is it? I don't remember. I think nothing good. Probably. Most surely. Based on what I remember, it's like you summon something, and yet again, that thing which you summon can probably or most surely kill you. You summon this thing here, and that is like a elite enemy, let's say. Let's describe it as such for the easier understanding of everyone here. But the point is, it's so funny to do that. It's like this game has 1,000 mini quests that you never know about until you try stuff. Can you keep following me, bro? But yeah, anyway, I was trying to say while we do the mini game of the sacrifice your enemies to an unknown god in this case. How many more do I need to kill? This one? Not yet. Wow. It's almost entirely red, so I assume that not many more. I hope so. But still. Can you follow me? Hello. Anyway, continuing. Well, the minigame proceeds. And I don't know. The thing that I started with, the only idea that I actually wanted to talk about was, and this year, taking into consideration everything that I have so far described, this whole concept of getting to know people, getting to do stuff, getting to see things that matter, getting to work on something that you also like and whatnot. All of that is nice, but there is this whole other aspect of, sadly, in many cases, it doesn't fully matter exactly what we do, what we try to accomplish with all of that. There is also another aspect of, to some degree, you can feel like time is far more complicated. What the fuck? I think the ship literally got itself full of fire, like it got lighted up by itself by wandering. The ship wandered onto here anyway. You're not here to understand the game. Point of view. Stuff happens, and when stuff happens, and you have to... What the fuck? The cats are fighting. Wow. And best part out is not even my cats. I hate it. I actually hate it so much. I actually hate it so much. Why do people have cats if you're going to have them out and not even take care of them? What's the point? Oh no, sorry. That is also not the point of the... So, you see people, you do stuff. You work on something that you like. Time is the next limit, so to speak. The next thing to work on. The next thing that keeps one busy, basically. And the funny thing, I guess, is the realization that, sadly, no matter how much time sometimes we spend on stuff, it seems to not be enough. And getting to learn to also live with that has been quite difficult. Not because, it will never be enough to get things done, but rather the whole... There is a reality underlying in that, like... Let's say like this. You can also learn that sometimes it's not so much about the time itself, but rather about what you can make out of things. So sometimes there is this wonderful... It's not a concept particularly, it's just the reality of, you can work on something for 5 minutes, and that's enough to get you or to get yourself somewhere with what's in relation to what you're working in, what you're working with and such. That is good, but at the same time there is another reality on top of that, like, and sometimes you can also sadly find out that it might as well also matter a lot more than what you can actually, that what, not you as a particular descriptor, the general thing of whatever we work on, whatever it is, it can actually take a lot of time, a lot of patience, a lot of interest, sometimes even unavoidably a lot of energy, and that's quite hard to deal with. Can you die? Also, yeah, this game is like, it's not just a cryptic game. It also has an entire cryptic aura around itself. It's cool. I don't know. I like it. We like horror games when they don't have any understandable text whatsoever. When they don't lend to the audience or something like that. I don't know, I guess, if I have to be honest, something along the lines of how they don't assume that the reader, the consumer, won't all understand what is going on. The quality of, yeah, I have to actually work on it myself to make sense out of what I see, and that the game actually expects that is nice. When the game knows that you can actually do something of that sort, and it doesn't automatically assume that you, just because you exist, so to speak, it will instantaneously get everything that you see, but at the same time, it wants you to work on stuff. That's good. It's like, yeah, I know that the audience can get the concept, they just need some time. That's what happens here, and what I like from this. But whatever, we're not here to discuss again. I haven't tried to say, I haven't at all actually even finished explaining that, yeah, there is this funny aspect of also when you work on things to that degree, when you work on something that much, when you occupy yourself with something of that nature, such, and it doesn't instantaneously become apparent what you want or what you're trying to do, it also becomes, I think it's a correct analysis to some degree. For other people it becomes an issue. And it's not always about, oh no, yeah, it is the rest of the world is going to criticize me or whatever. It's also about, despite all of that, it does matter a lot. Okay, the ritual is finished, and now we have two enemies. Two incredibly hard enemies, actually. Are they only two? I think they are like... Let's do it like this, we can analyze them. A spiked wall? Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. It found out that I exist, and now it's tracking me. I'm probably dead. Taking into consideration how these enemies work, I'm probably dead. Let me see. That one lost aggro. This one didn't. Okay. Also, I think I can just spam shield, probably? Yeah. That seems to be the criteria. I can spam shield. Okay. Okay, the shield is kinda broken, actually. Special hotkeys, I spam shift way too much. But anyway. I was trying to say also that, yeah, it's fine anyways. Life gets to be like that. I don't know, sometimes, again, it's not so much about what the rest says and what's not. These enemies, I think they kinda drain your sanity or something like that. I don't understand exactly what they do. Did they make it look you like that, but something of that sort happens. Being the reason why you instantaneously start to like lose something. What the fuck? Ah, yeah, they make you go crazy. That's what happens with these enemies. That's the main issue with these enemies. They make you actually go crazy. How do you survive them? I think you just look away, something like that, probably? Okay, yeah, you just look away from them. If you look at them, yeah, you sort of slowly go crazy. Anyway, we're going to spend like an hour here, probably, until I can finally deal with this. Ah! Okay, one done. Can you die? Two. What? Why did this one die? What? 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 Okay. I think... Okay. Yeah, all the slimes? No, the... What? The... I mean... What are they? Holy shit, I attacked. Inspect. Blood slime, yeah. All the blood slimes. Alright. Holy shit, you took my health! Hit you. This game is so unfair. There we go, heal. Doesn't matter at all. I heal just to get instantaneously hit by a random fucking enemy. Amazing design. Game design is my passion, actually. I love how precise the combat gets sometimes. It's the best, actually. Because if you don't hit precisely with the peak of your weapon, it doesn't count. Just like in real life, basically. Literally just like in real life. So this is... What the fuck? Where did that guy come from? What? Where did that guy spawn from? What? What am I missing? Can I continue actually? I want to see something. What happens if I donate to this guy? Fortitude. Fortitude is HP? No. What is fortitude, huh? Character. Slashing, piercing, aggression, strength, mobility, fortitude, surge, and resistances. It's kinda good actually. Should I keep spamming now? There is a concept that the game also doesn't disclose. Wow, just like 70% of its gameplay. Who would have expected that? That is the more consecutive donations that you do to a single altar of a deity. Also, what's... Just to solve the question, what's the name of this one? Shrine to Tremodin. A shrine to the late king of winter. Tremodin, thank you so much. Anyway, continuing. I was saying that, yeah, undisclosed mechanic is my favorite. And I know I was trying to describe the aspect of, yeah, this game has something funny, that is when you... What? What? What are you revealing, brother? this boss again. This is so horrible, brother. Also, what happens? What's the running attack with this? Both of them are charge attacks that have like incredibly long animations. Neither of them is worth, therefore that's fine. New deal 10,000 damage. Congratulations. You're welcome. Wow! This guy's going to actually kind of kill me. Wait, what happens if I hold my shield up? Do I take damage? Wait, bro. Stay still. Wait, am I levitating? What? Oh my god! I almost froze the both of us. No! This is so bad. Come on, hit me. Wow! You didn't hit me at all. Hit me. Wow! Not at all a long fight. Can you die? Can you... Oh my god! My favorite aspect of the fight. Okay. And also, as a bonus, a long bow. And now, because the game obviously isn't designed for distance, most of it gets almost solved. Can I drop some experience now, right? Character. Nail of a giant. Its weapon has the size of a grown man. We had no chance. What? My what? My what? My what? Okay. Swamp. Also, oh, we're going to the secret area. We are going to the secret area. My favorite aspect of this video game. Go into the secret area. I actually should stop picking up the key at this point, I'm pretty sure. It's like an incredibly bad idea. I cannot survive this whatsoever. Oh my god. Don't stop hitting me. Wait. I don't have any solution whatsoever. I am going to die to poison. I got poisoned by fucking spiders. How much damage is the poison doing to me? What? Ah, it's consuming my hunger, yeah. And another mechanic that I didn't mention at all, you have hunger. You are eternally playing in survival mode, and you have to deal with hunger. It's like the funniest thing at all. You have like 20 things to manage. You die of starvation, you die of enemies hitting you too hard, you die of everything actually. You're like probably not designed to win. I think that's like the main concept. You win not because you deserve to. Holy shit! I in panic. You panicked. Somebody pressed here. What the fuck? I hate the rock. I hate the rock. I hate everything actually. But it's fine. Also, what? What? It shoots 2 arrows? It's broken. Kinda not. Also, can you stop poisoning me? There we go. This does like 8 damage, but probably has like double hit capacity, so it's like better. Wow. Oh. When you finally learn how to play, it's not. I used yet again a surge. But this. Is that a surge in name of a surge action? What the fuck? What the fuck? What happens? What's that noise for? What? Is it broken? What happens? Can I escape here? Can I get out of here somehow, somewhere? Give me a way to escape. Give me some mode of escape. Yet again, I'm hungry. Love it. My favorite part of the game is when I am dying out of starvation. Ah! Not again! Wait. We did it. Now, the issue is to find yet again another healing thing. But that is doable? I don't think so, actually. Probably I'm dead. I just don't know it yet. Wow, that's me. No, yeah, I'm dead. I need a clue to know that. No, wait. Wait. Shut the fuck up. There we go. I survived. I am good, actually. I spent like almost all the XP I had. It was worth it. Absolutely not. Actually, what if I rushed the boss? Yeah, that's like the best idea, probably. If, based on what I remember, this boss has like one central theme: plague, massive beam, toxic slime, play, massive beam. What? Okay, with air, you cast the spell also. Let's see, I have an idea. Marsh, I don't give a fuck about where you take me. I know that I am going to win. Wow! I might not win at all, actually. Wow! Wow! It does so much damage. What? Why is everything here so deadly? But for real, like... That's the end of the run, thank you. Thank you for watching. Oh. Anyway. Did I keep any experience at all? You know what? It is a wonderful video game. You should probably buy it. Let me look it up. Where do we get the link to this video game actually? In Celebration of Violence on Steam. A fantasy action roguelike. What does it say? What does it say? One person is playing and that person is me. Thank you. There you go buy the game, I guess, I don't know. Celebration of Violence is a fantasy action roguelike of exploration and murder. The methodical combat requires that you plan your attacks, dodge blocks, and parries while considering your opponents and the environment. That is permanent, but you can improve your stats and purchase items. So yeah, there we go. Play the game. Fucking hate it, actually. Oh, brother.